Hello, welcome to my channel and welcome back to my Axial Yeti upgrade series. Today I will be upgrading the trailing arms. I have the trailing arms from the kit version and they do come with these upgraded metal plates to give it more strength. But I am going to replace those with these SSD trailing arms. I will also be replacing the upper links. So these are the stock plastic upper links from the Yeti kit. I'll be replacing these with the Incision metal upper links. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is we'll put these Incision upper links together. I've got a nice good heft to them, pretty strong. Comes with some pretty nice rod ends and also aluminum balls. Give myself some room here. Alright, we have the Incision upper links finished and ready to go. Let's go ahead and open these SSD trailing arms. They also come with some extra hardware, which is kind of nice. Could always use that. And these are actually already pre-built for you, so nice and easy. Alright, I'm ready to put the links onto the chassis. Alright, so like I said in a previous video, I would have to grease this MIP drive shaft before I connect it together, so that's what I'm going to do now. Alright, so I am going to use my trusty Versachem again for the drive shaft. So the Incision upper links are now installed onto this truss. We'll go ahead and start with the lower links and shocks. Alright, before I put the sway bar, I'm going to swap out this ball. Let's continue doing the same thing on this side. Do 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 the same thing on this side. Let's continue doing the same thing on this side. Let's continue doing the same thing on this side. Let's continue doing the same thing on this side. Let's continue doing the same thing on this side. Let's continue doing. Alright, now that we got the sway bar links mounted up, we can go ahead and start attaching the shocks. Sway ahead and start attaching sway ahead and start attaching sway ahead and start attaching the shocks. Sway ahead and start attaching the shocks. Sway attaching the shocks. Ahead and start sway the shocks. Attaching sway the shocks. Attaching ahead and start sway the shocks. Attaching ahead and start sway the shocks. Attaching ahead and start sway the shocks. Attaching sway the shocks. Attaching sway the shocks. Attaching sway the shocks. Attaching sway the shocks. Alright, now we're ready to mount the shock back up to the chassis. Shock back up. Shock back up to the chassis. shock back up to the, alright, to the chassis. Alright, shock back up to the chassis. Shock back up. Alright, to the chassis. Shock back up. Alright, shock back up. Alright, we've got the SSD trailing arms and the Incision upper links completely mounted and done. Take a look at it right there. So overall, looks like a solid upgrade. Like I said, I probably need to upgrade this part to metal as well. But as far as the rear end, I should be mostly done. Maybe update these link mounts over here at the chassis as well. But this concludes the upgrading of the rear links, and we'll move on to the next part of our upgrade series. Thanks for watching.